Sup, Jasper? I challenge you to complete an entire classic challenge with Xbow Cycle. Maybe you'll change your mind a little on Xbow Tesla spam law. Heidi K. Man, you said change my mind, so I'm gonna try. Okay.
Flashback.
Xbow's toxic. You can't change my mind. Xbow is so toxic. It's Xbow Tesla spam. And if you have a good matchup, there's barely anything that they can do if you play it right. Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's it's weird to say that I was wrong. Like, I guess as human, like, you don't like to admit when you're wrong. But I really thought Xbow was this mindless thing. So you know how Lava Hound or Eagle is like known as one of the most brainless, skillless cards? I thought that was on the same level as Xbow. Like, I thought you just place down buildings. But I was wrong, okay? Because I hopped into a grand challenge. I spent like 50 to 100 gems on the classic challenges where I just grinded Xbow. The most wins I got was 9 wins. And I've gotten 12 wins before. It's not as easy as I thought. I know a lot of matchups are way easier than others, and I'm actually going to show you my first game versus RG, which was known as a bad matchup. I think this guy was an okay player. I would say that this dude is about on the same level as me as far as RG goes. I'm like, I can win with RG, but I'm not like super good at it. But pretty much you have to know when you play against RG, you're not going to break through with Xbows that much, because they have RG, right? So you pretty much want to get chip damage as soon as possible. So very early I recognized the matchup, and I started trying to get chip damage like archers, log, ice spirit, all that stuff. So you RG's the back, and I can't remember. No, I don't offensive Xbow. I decided just to defensive Xbow and play defense. So I assume he has fireball. He gives me a nice fireball log, which was a big mistake, because I get chip damage, and his push is pretty much dead. You can see that RG is just gone. So I offensive Xbow because I know I'm up elixir. I know he has RG back, but I can't remember what I do. I probably a log. Yeah. Probably just log and I'm fine. I don't remember. Oh yeah, this guy breaks through. RG gets 1 hit. No, RG gets 2 hits. That was a mistake by me. Like I said, I don't play this very good, but I'm not a good Xbow player, but I did play pretty good this matchup. This is no hits. But some people say that it's in favor of the Xbow player just because it's harder for RG to break through, which is true, but it's even harder for you to break through, I feel like. I think I fireball log, and then that RG is pretty much dead. So this is frustrating for him, but I can't really think about what he can do to break through. I think I offensive Xbow a few times just to apply aggression. So let's see. I think Icebow is a very good matchup for RG. I say that because all you have to do is Tesla Ice with his NATO your opponent's push, and if you need to, you rocket their push, and then you get a positive trade, and then you can rocket their tower. So I feel like Ice with NATO Tesla is super hard for RG to break through, and then you have Rocket Cycle. It's kind of a secondary win condition. So there's that little tip for you guys. This is when it gets kind of scary, but I literally just I have so many buildings. And this is the point where people get mad about Xbow. It's very hard to break through in some matchups like this matchup. I would still say, instead of saying, RG's always been like known as like a bad matchup for Xbow, but I really do feel like this is like a 50-50. Just if you play it right, obviously, if they're a good RG player, they can definitely break through. That's just GG, dude. Just firewall cycle pretty much. Like I said, if you go against RG, it's just chip damage and then hardcore defense. If you mess up your defense that bad, it can really come back to get you. Okay, I'm just gonna show you one more game. I had very poor replays, and then also my storage got filled up. So I don't have very much replays, so I'm gonna show you this. And then I might show like a special replay where I'm playing Balloon Cycle or a different deck, just so the video is longer and so you guys have more stuff to watch. But anyway, this is actually a loss. I'm going to show a loss here. And this is a tough matchup. I will be the first one to say that this is a tough matchup. I mean, in single elixir, the deck I'm playing against is like a pretty heavy deck, right? And I can break through in single elixir. That's what I did wrong. I should have been way more aggressive. Like when he just threw down all of his elixir at the bridge, I don't think that was the right play. But it didn't, he got damage advantage. So, and when it gets to double and triple elixir, it's almost impossible. He just Mega Knights troops behind it in graveyards after your Xbow's dead, and it's so hard. But I think my one mess up was, obviously I probably had a few mess ups here and there, but like my main thing was I should have been more aggressive. I think the defense of Xbow was a mistake too. I should have waited till double elixir before I defensive Xbow'd. But he poisons, he doesn't try to punish with the graveyard, which is what I would have done. I would have Mega Knight graveyard at the bridge. Unfortunately, I don't get the King Tower. If I had gotten a King Tower activation very early on, that could have been a way different scenario. So I should have Xbow'd right here. And I should have just applied so much pressure and tried to not let him graveyard. I think, anyway, I don't really, it's an L. If I see a mistake, I'll tell you guys, but, on a non-CR related note, been watching a lot of movies lately. I've been watching a lot of, action comedies. Comedies is definitely my favorite genre. I love to laugh. But I would say that I've been watching some action comedies where it's like there's a lot of blood and there's a lot of violence, but it's tended to be funny. It's not like a serious thing. Although I did watch a movie, it's called Homefront. I can put that up on the screen right now. I missed the Evas here, by the way. It's like a super intense movie. James Franco is one of my favorite actors, and he is very good in the movie Homefront, but it's a super, super serious, intense movie. It's not a comedy, but I love it. It was a good movie. Also, I watched a movie recently called The Interview, and let me tell you, that may be the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life. It is so funny. It's like, okay, warning, it is like insanely crude, and if you're under 16, you shouldn't watch it. It is rated R, but it is so funny. And I watched it with my brother, and he is 15, so I wouldn't say any younger than that should watch it. But what was I saying? The movie Baby Driver isn't as much of a comedy, but it is a really good movie. I just recently watched the movie Good Guys. The Good Guys, I'll put that up on the screen, with Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe. It is like, it's a really good movie. It's like a mystery crime, but it's also, it's a comedy too. And it is really funny. There's very good acting. It actually has a very high rating on Rotten Tomatoes. And this is where I lose. He literally poison cycles me out. It's sad. But, you know, if you guys have seen any comedies, I've seen Pineapple Express. Pineapple Express is a great one. Any other movies that are actions or comedies or anything that you think I would like, let me know in the comment section. I like watching stuff. If there's any TV shows, I just finished watching a TV show called Ted Lasso. It was a really good series. I watched season 1 on Apple TV. Anyway, I don't want to bore y'all to death. I'll put on a replay in a few seconds, and I'll see y'all in the next one.